Today's video might just change the way you think about skincare. I recently completed a 45-day rewilding skincare program using Esse products. And the goal of their products is to help me restore my skin to its natural, healthy state. Let's check it out. Okay? Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a video that has been a long time coming. Now, I have alluded to this product range in a number of videos, like my empties and my favorites and fails and those kind of videos, as well as a lot of posts and stories on Instagram. And by the way, if you don't follow me there, you should. It's Skin Obsessed Mary. I was contacted by a company called Esse Skincare here in Ireland, and they'd asked me if I would give 30 days to a program they have specifically designed to help rebalance and to restore your skin. It's called their 30-day Rewild program. And it's all about products that focus on the microbiome. Now, I didn't know a lot about this. I'm certainly hearing a lot more about it in skincare. So before I wanted to accept, I needed to do a bit of homework because, I'm contacted quite regularly from brands wanting me to experiment with products, and most of them I don't. But I wanted to find out a bit more and do a bit of research. And as it turns out, it was something that really fascinated me. So all of their products are specifically designed to help create a healthy microbiome. So what the microbiome is essentially a sum of all the microbes that live in and on our body. So we are a complex ecosystem of human cells and microbes that work together in harmony most of the time. So what's really interesting I learned through this is the balance of the human cells to the microbes. If you were to weigh the DNA in our bodies, you'd find that only 45% of it is made up of human cells, and the rest of that is actually microbes. For every human cell, there are 10 microbes. And our body also has different microbiomes and ecosystems throughout it. Skin is only one of them. We hear a lot about gut health, and I think that's where probiotics have sort of entered into the mainstream, is that we use those type of products in order to give us a healthy gut. So the skin makes up 21% of our microbiome diversity. So we were born with protective microbes, and those are passed in from our mother, and they're designed there to form long-lasting relationships with our cells, and it tells our immune system when to react, when to respond to threats. And those threats are the toxins and the pathogens, millions of which are floating around us every day. So while we are born with these natural defenses in our body and in our system, our modern lifestyles have really contributed to the destruction of our natural microbiome. So factors such as pollution, such as overuse of antibiotics, and even overwashing our face can degrade the microbes, the good microbes that are left on our skin. But even more importantly, when we're talking about skin health, it's the stuff that we put on our skin. It's synthetic ingredients, it's preservative, it's putting on these things that our skin doesn't know how to tolerate or know what to do with. And that's really what often creates flare-ups and sort of skin sensitivity. It's our skin's own defense against the stuff that we are doing to our skin. So what Esse wanted to do is they wanted to create products that just balanced it all out, that gave the microbiome everything it needed in order to feed in a healthy manner. The right balance of microbes can actually slow down the aging process of our skin. So it's about making sure you have the right balance of the good bacteria and you have the right stuff to feed it in order for it to live. Their products focus on probiotics. Probiotics are live microbes. That is the healthy bacteria for our skin. So their products contain the probiotics, and then it has prebiotics, which essentially are the food that feed them. Okay, so they're creating an ecosystem of healthy bacteria that can keep the skin in good condition. So all of the products that I'm going to go through today contain a combination of probiotics and prebiotics, as they say, to seed the skin and to feed the skin. The first benefit is skin protection. Essentially creating a layer that blocks everything out. If the healthy bacteria occupies all the skin, then nothing can get through to it, nothing can penetrate it, but it still allows it to absorb all of the good nutrients for the skin. So it's basically keeping all the baddies out. The second is actually helping to maintain a calm skin. So as I said, sensitivity is often caused by disruption, by the introduction of things that your skin can't tolerate. Probiotics communicate with the skin cells to tell it not to overreact, so it doesn't flare up. So that's where we're helping to reduce the sensitivities. The third thing is it actually produces moisturizing factors like hyaluronic acid. So it's actually increasing the production within the skin itself. It also decreases the transepidural water loss, so we're maintaining more moisture in our skin. When they talk about anti-aging, it can slow down the anti-aging because what's happening is your skin isn't constantly reacting all the time, and that's what causes additional stress to the skin. So if it's constantly flaring up to fight infection, our immune system is trying to rally around the badness. It's trying to correct the damage that's been done. If there's less of that, then our skin isn't going to age as quickly. So it's about keeping the system calm, and it's keeping it happy. Another key benefit, probiotics create a lactic acid, which also helps to lower our pH levels, which actually rise as we age. So there's lots of great stuff that probiotics are doing for our skin. So once I did the research and I learned a bit more about what the products should be doing, I was very keen to get started. I also learned that all of their products are 100% natural. They are organic certified. They are cruelty-free. They support fair trade. So this is a fantastic organization doing great stuff. The Esse Skincare Rewild Kit comes with 5 products. It has a cleanser, a toner, a serum, moisturizer, and an oil. Those are pretty much the only things that we need for our skin. So each one of these products contains a pre and probiotics, and a variety of other ingredients in each of them. All of these products are designed for sensitive skin, and it's funny because when I first started speaking with them about it, they said that this was great. It's kind of a sensitive skin kit. And I immediately responded and said, why did you choose that one for me? Because I don't really have sensitive skin, and I have older, more mature skin. I'm interested in sort of more of the anti-aging products. And they just said, look, trust me, trust the process. When you're starting on a new regime, it's best to go with these products because they're the gentlest and they're simplest and they're best for your skin. So I said, okay, I'm going to trust the process. So all of these are designed for sensitive skin. All of the products here today contain pre and probiotics. So I'm not going to list that when we talk about the individual ingredients, so take that as a given, but I will talk about some of the other supportive ingredients as we go. And the first is the cleanser. This is a very gentle and kind cleanser. It's made with aloe vera and it has polysaccharides in order to soothe the skin. And you know what? It actually worked so much better than I thought it was going to, because I'm a real double cleanse, start with an oil or a balm and then go to a cream cleanser. And it kind of wasn't any of those things. And I thought there is no way this is going to get my makeup off. But you know what, it did. So I used this for my double cleanse on the days that I was wearing lots of makeup. And I would just do a single cleanse with a cloth on the days that I only had SPF on. And I was surprised how much I liked it. It's actually a lovely, gentle cleanser that does exactly what it's supposed to do. So I actually like that a lot more than I thought I would. The one thing I do want to mention about the cleanser is I only use that at night. Because of this process and speaking with the brand about sort of what they would recommend for general health in addition to the products, it was actually not washing your face if you don't have to. So in the mornings, I don't wash my face at all because essentially I did that before bed. I put on the good skincare. There shouldn't really be anything left in the morning. So it's sort of something different to my routine that did change. So I get up in the morning, now I take a shower every day. So my face is getting splashed with water. So it's getting a bit of that moisture, and it's also, if anything needs to get wiped away, then it will. But I'm not using any type of cleanser at that stage. The next is the toner. Now, I don't historically use a toner, but I am using this as a part of the process, and I have to say it's something that I've really come to like. It has aloe vera to soothe the skin. It has glycerin, which was my all-time favorite, and it has lactic acid in it. So this is the first thing that I do when I get out of the shower, is you have to shake it first. You give it a good shake, spritz it all over, and off you go. And I love it, I love it, I love it. So the next product in line is the Resurrect Serum. And now it's packed with a lot of good stuff. This is an anti-aging serum. It is high in antioxidants and peptides. It has bakuchiol, which is a softer version of the vitamin E to help with fine lines and wrinkles. It has panthenol to help reduce transepidural water loss and to protect the barrier function. I don't like the smell. I have used the product. I have used the product up. I don't like the smell. And that's something that it's not the product's fault. It's just sometimes I'm sensitive to smells, can't say why. Other times I'm not. I personally don't like the smell. But it's a lovely product and it does good things for the skin. Okay, the next is the moisturizer, and I love this product. It is so nourishing. I'm tricky with my moisturizers because I want it to have enough richness and thickness that it really hydrates my skin, because I do tend to lean towards dehydration. So it contains the aloe vera extract, it has jojoba oil, it has squalene, it has lactic acid, it has hyaluronic acid. It has lots of really good hydration elements to it, and it helps to really boost the barrier function. It's a beautiful product. It feels really nice on the skin. I have to say it was one of my favorites in the range. The last item was their protective oil. Now, I love me an oil because my skin is so dehydrated. In general, my skin is pretty normal. It's not sensitive, it's not overly reactive, but it is dehydrated. So it likes a lot of extra moisture. And I thought this was a lovely oil. It contains both vitamins E and C. I just found it very soothing for the skin. The one thing I will say it's interesting is that I have a lot of it left. I haven't used much of it because as I used the products, I found that I didn't need it as much. And that's where we get to the interesting point. Now, I have to say, I contacted the brand and asked that I also get an eye cream, because no system would be complete without an eye cream in my world, and it's not a part of the system, so they did, they gifted me with a separate eye cream. And I have to say, I love it. This is a beautiful product. I think it's the third time I've purchased it. It has the aloe, it has the jojoba, it has squalane, it has shea butter. It is so rich, and it is so beautiful that my eyes have absolutely embraced the eye cream. There are a couple of these products that I keep in my little mini fridge. You don't need a mini fridge, but I do love the sensation of having some of these cooler products on my face in the morning and in the evening. And the items that I keep in my fridge would be the toner, so I'm getting that little spray mist. It's the moisturizer and the eye cream. So when you put that sort of cold eye cream on, it just does such lovely things to the skin. I've repeat purchased it quite a few times at this stage. So those are all of the products that I got in the first batch. I did add to this collection as I went, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't using any other products for the whole duration of the trial. This was a 30-day kit. Now, what I did find is that it didn't last 30 days because certain things I was going through faster. The moisturizer was one of them. So I contacted them and said, hey, do you mind if I buy another kit? Because I want to give it the full 30 days. I was probably at 20 days or 22. It could have even been 25 days. And they just sent me another kit, which was so incredibly kind of them, so that I could keep it going. So in the end, my 30-day Rewild program was more like 45 days to 50 days. But in the middle of that, I use an EMS machine. It's an electrical muscle stimulation machine, an anti-aging device that requires serums for usage. So I had inquired as to what would be the best product for me to use, and I got the hyaluronic acid. And I have to say, this was a complete fail for me. I did not like this product. I did not like this product because it was hard to use. It's very gloopy. It was hard to get out of the bottle. And the smell was just horrendous for me. Again, that was just for me. And in general, I don't really like hyaluronic acids anyway, because I do find that if they're not used properly, they can be dehydrating to the skin if you don't have enough moisture in the skin already. And I don't tend to gravitate towards them. I'm way more a glycerin girl than a hyaluronic girl. I did purchase the product, and it didn't do anything for me. Sometimes it goes that way. The last thing that I got that wasn't a part of the kit, and they actually gifted it to me when they sent one of my other orders through, is a lip oil. And I just realized that I don't have it here. I think it's in my purse downstairs, and I love it. It's a lovely oil. I do like, again, any kind of oils I can get on my body, I embrace, and it's a lovely product. Okay, so now I want to talk to you. I just want to go through the pricing of each of these items. Now, the beauty is the kit is completely reasonable. You can buy this whole kit with all 5 pieces for 89 euros. And I think you can get a really good feel for how well they're going to do for your skin. And I think that, when you're trying new stuff out, you have to give it time to work. Nothing's going to work overnight. You need to give it 30 days. And you just need to commit to it. But if you're willing to try it, it is a fantastic value at 89 euros. Now, when you look at repurchasing the individual products, this is where things get a little bit spendier. So the kit is 89, but the cleanser, if you get a full-size cleanser, 200 mils of the cleanser is 62 euros. Oh, that to me is very steep. That is very steep for a cleanser. So got the money, off you go. They do have a cream cleanser that I would like to try, because that's sort of the type of form factor that I personally like. So there is another option there, even though I thought this was a very good cleanser. The toner is 51 euros for about 100 mils, and it's pricey. And they do have a couple of other toners in their range as well. Some are lower, some are higher, and I'd be interested in learning more about those as well. But it's not an insignificant spend there either. The moisturizer for 50 mils is about 75 or 76 euros, and I think that's a good value. I think it's a great moisturizer. You get a hefty amount, and I found it did beautiful things for my skin. So I think that's actually a pretty good value. The serum is about 100 euros for 30 mils. There you go. Personally, that particular product didn't work for me. The oil is 70 euros for 15 mils, and I think it's a product that would last for a really, really long time. Now, the sad thing is the eye cream is the most expensive of all of the items I have here. This eye cream costs 115 euros. I think that's very pricey. I think that's very pricey. Now, I have to say, I've repurchased it 2 or 3 times now. Now, I do get the discount for it, so that helps towards my purchase. And by the way, I have one for you guys too, if you want to hang on. I think that's an incredibly high spend, but I love the eye cream, not gonna lie. And then the lip oil is about 24 bucks for 10 mils. So that's the pricing. These are not inexpensive products. They're not. But what I will say is they are fabulous products. Now, because of this channel, I like to experiment. I like to try a lot of different products. So coming to the end, I'm like, am I going to keep this going? The funny thing is, I think that the results of this showed more later and later. I had gone through a really problematic time with my skin in the fall of last year, and I had to stop everything. I stopped all the actives, all of the vitamin C's, the AHAs, the BHAs, my beloved tretinoin. I stopped absolutely everything because my skin had become far too damaged by throwing too many things at it, just not giving it what it needed. So this kind of came at a really good time for me to be trying it. So I have to say, and I don't have before or after shots because you really wouldn't even see the difference. My skin always looked like it was in good condition, even when it wasn't. But sort of February and even into March is where I started to realize I was wearing a lot less makeup. My skin just felt good. And I was sort of saying earlier about the oil, I stopped using the oil because my skin didn't feel so dehydrated. My skin was just in fantastic condition. The proof is in the pudding. So while I have started to dabble in other things again because it's my nature, and I do have a channel that's dedicated to this kind of stuff, I do keep going back to the old stuff because it is so incredibly good for my skin and it just looks better and it works better. Now, if you have sensitive skin, I would be 100% trying this anyway. Its whole premise, its whole purpose is to desensitize. And if you take your skin back to what it's supposed to be, you have a much better chance of getting there. I think they're fabulous products. So I did contact the company as I knew I was doing this review to say, would you consider giving me a discount code that I could share with you guys in case you want to get this a try? So I do have a discount code. I will put that down below. And that works for Esse Skincare Ireland. Your purchase would need to ship from here. These are beautiful products and I will continue to use them. I will dabble a bit. Now for me, I'm not sure yet about the anti-aging component. Now, a lot of their products are geared towards that, and I think in general you're slowing down aging anyway if you're creating healthier skin. But obviously I wouldn't think it's as heavy hitting as some of the traditional ingredients that you would use to fight the aging. So I haven't actually made that decision yet as to whether or not I'm going to go straight back into the other actives. I'm a little bit scared and I'm not necessarily all that interested, but I would like to learn more about the anti-aging products that they provide. So for me, I love Esse, and I talk about it a lot on my channels because I think they're really good products and I think they're really, really worth a try. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you healthier skin, I mean, who isn't? And I'm thinking the more as I go through this, it's really not about anti-aging and getting rid of wrinkles. It's actually about making sure that I have the best skin that I can. So it has completely made me rethink the products that I'm using, the ingredients that I'm looking for, and ensuring that I am creating the best skin for me. So guys, I know it was a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up and also hit that notification bell. And let me know if you've heard of this brand. Now, I know that the whole idea of probiotics, they're kind of everywhere now. I'm seeing it a lot more. Have you experienced anything? Have you experimented? Is this the type of thing you'd be interested in? I would love to hear your thoughts, as always, because I read them all and I respond to them all. So thank you very much for watching today, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks.
I love a bit of squalling, I do.
I so hope you leave that in. So I'm just trying to figure out the segue. I don't have a segue between we're born with it to we have totally fucked it up.